What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. We are playing a little bit more Embark because I want to see what this game has going on. I feel like if we don't dive into it far enough, you know, you're not doing the game a service, because I've seen some games that are really slow starters and like nothing good happens like in the first 30 to 45 minutes. Not saying that's the case with this game, obviously, a little addendum right there. But there are some games that like I played the first hour or two and was like, and then like the third hour it really picked up and you're like, oh my god, and the game gets really good. And so I want to keep going with this. We'll keep it rocking for a little while. We're going to rock down to Embarkment Avenue. And then we'll take it higher. I had to resolve it. I'm sorry. You got to resolve the melody. If I don't, it's going to be stuck in my head all day. It's probably going to be stuck in your head all day. And then we're all just going to be in a bad mood. Nobody comes out of this on top. We've got our workshop over here. What does the workshop make? A club or a compacted dirt wall? What does a club take? So a club is going to cost us, requires a wooden stick and a workshop. Did we ever level up our workshop over here to get to, like, better stuff? Like, I'm a little bit odd about how we get to other orders. We can order new items right there, actually. It's right there on my screen. Let's take sticks, then. So we've got stick, plank, and wooden wall. We can make it out of anything. I would say to go ahead and make, like, how much wood does it take? So to get one stick, we need 4 wood. Go ahead and, I guess, make an order of stick. We now have an order of stick. Hooray for us. I don't know how many planks we're sitting on top of right now. We're probably going to run out of water before long anyways. We're making more food, which is really rad. But I don't know where we get water from. Like, how do we get that? I haven't seen anything. Oh, look, there's a little lighting effect on the cook tower, too. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if we just go down in here. What's in the miscellaneous menu? What do we got going on there? We got a grave, wooden stairs, a door, a ladder. As far as the furniture goes, we don't have anything that looks like a well or anything like that inside of there. Did she learn anything new here that might be applied to what we wanted to do? So we've got simple meals right there, but we don't have anything else lined up. I don't see anything that strikes me as being, so we can process butchered animals. We can make better lavish meals. Okay, so none of that appears to be anything that supplies us with drink. I wonder if we make like mushroom wine or something, because there's got to be a reason that we have all these mushrooms around. So in water mode, select a freshwater body. Freshwater is essential for the smooth running. Build near a water source to make drinks. So I need a still. All right. Well, we got to figure out how we get access to the still before that happens. I don't see anything inside of here. Let's start going through some of the research levels. And we've got a turnery, we've got stairs and ladders, we've got palisade walls, we've got the loom, we've got the bowyer, we've got a bookshelf, we've got a fence, and we've got a gate right there. So none of that was in the research. We got compacted dirt walls over there. We made a club. If we wanted to look at the research levels, how do we get ourselves a still? So this looks more like a tool shop than anything else. It's got javelins and weapons and stuff like that. But we don't have access to a still, so I'm a little bit concerned about how we get that going. I don't see a still around anywhere. I don't see it in any of the menus, so that's got me a tiny bit worried. We got a wooden stair, wooden ladder, allows the creation of bags and clothing right there. If I tell them to make an item, let's say that I go into, oh, that's that same menu. Okay, it just looked different the last time we were doing it. So in water mode, that's water right there. That's fresh water. It's stable. How do I do how do I get the still, though? We'll have to look around for that. I honestly have no clue. We can harvest some stuff and we can do some things, but water's kind of evened out right now. We should probably figure that out soon before things start going super wrong. We can make wooden walls, which means I can start to wall this stuff off. I'm pretty sure the game just uses like Minecraft building with squares, and so it shouldn't be anything too difficult to accomplish. I don't know if the drinks, what is that right there? Does she make a drink? So we've got a shoddy blueberry right there, and we've got some other stuff laying around. Okay. I'll probably queue them up for a bit more wood because we got nothing else to do anyway, so let's go get some trees out of here. I wonder if stuff regrows over time. I'd be willing to bet it probably does. I just don't know, like, in what capacity or at what speed that creation of resources takes place. There's not a lot of trees around. Like, it's a pretty dead space as far as trees go. Do we have a place we can get up over there? If we do, let's just start doing that right there. I'm going to try and get as many trees as possible. I may also set somebody up to hunt, although I don't know how I make them do that. Is there like a harvest animals in here? Just harvest trees, harvest plants. Let's say that I click on this bunny right here. It's not bleeding. It's got like a little slider right there. It's doing a bunny routine by like hopping around a little bit. As bunnies are known to do, it's doing bunny stuff. So I don't really know what to do with that. We've got a forest mushroom over there. Okay. I may play around with that later, although we don't want the police up inside of our business. So I may also leave it alone. I don't know. We'll figure it out. They should be harvesting off of these about every chance that they get. It's got 81 water right there. I wonder if I can run irrigation. Like if I dig a hole out over here, I wonder if the water will run that way and it'll irrigate it, make it grow a little bit faster. Kind of an interesting curiosity we might consider. That's an oak sapling right there. So yeah, I do think that there's some kind of resource regrowth happening. But we're down to 4 drinks. Let me see if I can figure out how we get a still before we go any further into this whole thing, because I don't see anything around. I'm going to dig back through... Oh, there it is right there. It's on our workshops menu. 6 logs for brewing drinks. Requires a nearby fresh water source. How near does the water source have to be? Like super near? Or like kind of near? And it looks like it just runs a pipe. Yeah, go ahead and do it. We need that, so I might as well get some more water cooking. We'll take this little area down here, and we'll figure out what we want to do with some of this stuff. I'll dig out this block right here. And I think I'd like to dig out those blocks as well. Let's keep this all nice and even on that side. We'll do some Tetris action, trying to get all this stuff banged away. I want to keep us up on top of stuff as much as possible. If you can keep the high ground, I think that your city has a much better chance of survival. Hopefully, our still will get built before too long. I know we just harvested a whole bunch of wood, and so I'm interested to see how that comes together. I don't know if we need a worker who just like sits over there and makes it happen, or if it'll go ahead and just work on its own and just add the water to our stockpile, and then it just needs to be hauled. It might just be a machine that sits there and goes thunk, 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 and spits out waters. We'll wait and see how it functions. Luckily, we didn't have to give it any, luckily we didn't have to give it any source of... It's possible we have to burn wood in order to make some of this stuff, too. So we can make tea. It's made from mushrooms, and so that actually makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead, and I would like to maintain a stock of 10 of those. So maintain the stock on that. Somebody wants to improve their skills. Let me pause up the game. So Shauna can get better at carpentry, or she can get better at weaving. And obviously, there's the like if you're friends with him, you can't be friends with her, and so on. Let's go ahead and make somebody good at weaving. I honestly have no idea when weaving is going to become a thing we need to do, but we'll try it out. Yeah, maintain stock right there. Is that actually working? Or I guess one-time orders might be the only thing that are going through. Oh, we researched stone crafting right there too. So apparently, I just didn't see that pop up the last time that it happened. With my orders, it looks like she's over here making some tea, but there's no fresh water source in range. You sure? Because that looks like there's pretty solid water right there. I guess we'll keep an eye on her and we'll try and figure out what it is that she's making. Looks like it's taken her a little bit. She's obviously not very good at cooking. So there's 10 water stored. Okay. So now can I order the tea, now that I have water stored? Maybe we'll take that back by a little bit. I guess I just don't have mushrooms. So what I'll do is I'll send somebody out to go get these ones over here so that we have a little supply of them. Did they kill the rabbit while they were over there? What? They killed the rabbit? Kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit. So the wabbit's dead. Unfortunately, wabbit got whapped. He didn't make it. Let's harvest some plants over here. And if I can find... I wonder if they just kill any animals that they see around. Like, it's not that animal's day. They're just like, and just bap it over the head on the way by. I've only had rabbit, like, once in my entire life. I can't even tell you if rabbit's any good. It seems like it would be gamey to me, but what do I know about anything? I'm not like I am outdoorsy, but I'm not a hunter. And so, never had it before. Don't really know what to say. These guys are going to work their way over to here and hopefully go get some of that so that we can make tea. It's a bit of a bummer that I can't just, like, drink water. I don't know. I feel like I would like to drink water. I have mushroom storage, right? I think one of these was mushroom storage, but I don't remember which one. Yeah, that one stores mushrooms. And the stockpile is 11. Maybe I'll make that a little bit larger now in hindsight that I know that things work. We got a mushroom farm right here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a little bit more mushrooms stacked up. Obviously, we haven't gotten any of these grown either over here. And once we get a suitable stockpile of mushrooms, maybe we'll be okay. We also don't know what the yield is going to be off of this still. It's possible that we get like a ton off of here, and it just ends up being rad. We've got forest mushrooms. Yeah. There you go. Just cue that up. Make that happen. I don't care how you make it happen. Just make it happen. She's over here. Do I have any orders left? She's making simple meals. Okay, that's good. I mean, meals are in a solid spot right now, so I don't think we have to worry about that for too long. How many logs do I have? Enough? Hopefully a few more. Yeah, there's a bunch over here. They're over on this side. Let's go watch them while they pick mushrooms and see what happens. This lady over here is just, oh, Kurt Sweet and Kimberly Harrison are now doing it. Cool. Good for them. I'm not going to be a hater. You get that loving. You got to find something to do out here. It's not like it's going to be that entertaining. You need to be sitting out in the middle of the wilderness like, damn. And then like bunnies run by and they're doing it, and deer run by and they're doing it, and you're like, well, shit, maybe we should be too. Maybe we should be too. What is that, weed? What is that right there? That is foliage. Generic Kmart brand foliage. Okay, what is that? A mushroom tree. Never heard of that before in my life, but hey, I suppose we're on an alien planet, so we can suspend a little bit of disbelief in order to make things work. Is it possible for me to, like, kill this? Like, what if I want one of these to die? Can I do that? Ah, that's how we do that right there. So that saved us a little bit of space. I don't think we're going to need 2 wood choppers anyways. I don't think that's going to be a primary concern for a little while. But back at it, it looks like we've got an okay supply of stuff over. Oh, she made a bunch of sticks. Why would you make that many sticks? Why have you done this? Please stop making sticks. We've got a birch plank. I don't know. How do you tell how many you have? Is it just by like how many individuals are sitting over here? Is it because the stockpile is full maybe? Let's look at stockpiles and see if maybe I can give us a little bit more wood. Giggity, giggity, goo. So there it is. We've got a wood stockpile over there. It goes all the way down to the bottom. It looks like some kind of messed up Cubert level. That's right. Splattercat's old. I remember when Cubert was in arcades. That's how old I am. I remember dropping quarters on Cubert. Yup, getting it. Playing a little bit of Galaga, a little bit of Cubert, a little bit of Centipede. That's how we did it back in the day. That's how we kept it cracking. So are you crafting anything? Output is already full of water. We got 10 orders right there for 30 teas. Or like, yeah, make these like critical priority, please. If you can make that happen, I would be pretty happy with you. Sounds all right to me. Let's just get some stuff made. They're over here farming. That allowed them to finish off the mushroom farm because we finally had access to more seeds, which is great. I hope nobody gets, like, sick or anything. I wonder how many mushrooms it takes to make tea. Like, a lot? Or does it just take, like, the one? Oh, she blacked out. In a tea-making haze, she didn't pull through. She didn't pull through. So we got no orders right there. Let's go ahead and make a club or 2 or 3. I don't know. There you go. Make 3 clubs. Why do I need 12? How many is it? Oh, it takes 4. Okay. Well, we don't even have 3 then, so that's not going to work. Maybe we'll move her over to sticks, possibly. So, remove planks for a minute and make a stick. So that requires 4 wood. Make 2 of them. There you go. Hopefully that... Oh, you can actually adjust the amount that it makes, too. Okay. Well, that means that, like, over here... I could take these all off. I don't really actually need to click all of those all together that much. So make like 10 of those possibly. Oh, the sun will come up. Sun is doing his thing. It looks like she's doing something over here. There we go. That's what I like to see. Build a still from the workshop. I already did the still. There we go. That's what I like to see. The game was trying to give me a little bit of warning. It's like, yo, bro, everybody's dying of thirstiness right now. The thirst is real inside of your colony. You need to take care of this. And I was like, nah, just let them be thirsty for a while. I'm sure they'll be okay. She has to run quite a ways in order to go get mushrooms, but oh well. It looks like she picks up quite a few every time she goes out there. It takes 8 mushrooms for each one of these? Dude, we are like, we're boned. We better start working on something. I'm going to plant, yeah, keep planting more mushrooms over here. We don't really have much of a choice. Give me some more mushrooms on that side. Like, yeah, serious mushroom farms. Like, mushroom farm the hell out of this area. Like, get me all mushroomed up. Because if we don't get access to a little bit more tea, we made one right there. But we need to start getting, oh God, there is so much tea right there. Damn, girl, look at you over here making poor-ass mushroom tea. Are you done with it yet? She's made 2? Well, it looks like you get multiple spit-outs every single time you do it then. I do think the game could be a little bit more transparent about what you're putting in versus what you get out. So we've got tea right there. It requires 1 forest mushroom, I guess? I don't know, but it says 16 needed. I'm not super sure. It's kind of hard to tell, so hopefully they just stay at it. We need, I mean, if that gave us like 50 tea that's going to last us for the rest of our lives, no harm, no foul. That sounds great. Now, with everything else that's going on, I'm trying to get them to make sticks over here, but they're being lazy about it. A little bit of food. I don't think they're fighting over it or anything, but yeah, he's eating up right now. I'm assuming this will all get hauled at some point. We got a whole bunch of tea laying over here, so hopefully if everybody's feeling thirsty, they'll know where it's at. I assume it's like Rimworld, where they'll just seek out the nearest source if they don't have one, and they'll drink it up from there. Oh, it actually looks like she's hauling. She just came. See, she's a bartenderess. She's grabbing that stuff, and she's making sure it goes where it needs to go. Okay, so it's just like Rimworld. It only counts if it's actively inside the stockpile. Gotcha. Okay, so how much food do we have left, like raw or otherwise? Not a lot from what I'm seeing. We may have to forage a little bit more heavily. I don't see anything inside of there, though. If we've got... So what kind of seeds do we have over here? Like, I know our little seed bank was jumping just a minute ago, but I don't know if I have blueberry seeds and tomato seeds. Oh, I do. Okay. Well, let's use this as a little farm area down here. You know, blueberries are one of those things that, like, I don't think they taste like anything unless you mix them with other stuff. Like, blueberries, I bought a big thing of blueberries one time, and I was like, yo, I want to see what blueberries taste like. And as it turns out, raw blueberries are not that appealing. They are not that good. Oh, well, maybe I just messed up right here. Hold on. I think I just queued those up for anything and everything. Let's make a tomato crop right here. There you go. We'll make a blueberry crop right there. Yeah, that'll work. We got plenty of farming left to do. People are going to have to get on their jobs and make things happen. But I assume at some point they'll get better. They're growing mushrooms in direct sunlight. I don't think that's a great idea. From what I know about mushrooms, they don't tend to do very well in direct sunlight. I'm not trying to be a hater or anything, but like, you know. Oh, that's how the maintain stock works right there. Okay. That is understandable. It looks like we've got a blueberry laying around over there. Are they still, like, harvesting off this stuff? Or, like, where are they going? They're going over there to pick up all that wood and all that random stuff they chopped on this side. Okay. I may have sent them a little bit too far outside the confines of our colony in order to make that happen, but, you know, mistakes are made. Sometimes you know what you're doing, sometimes you don't. So how long does it take for these to grow? I would assume at least a couple of days, although mushrooms are a crop that grows super fast. In real life, growing mushrooms is crazy. They grow them on ropes. In case you didn't know that little piece of information. They take like, they have big round barrels that look like beer kegs, just like these ones, and they flip them on their side, and then they take a big rope and they cover it in the spores, and each one of the barrels has a carefully cultivated humidity and darkness for whatever they're trying to grow, and then you put it in there, and a couple days later you pull the top off, and the top is attached to the rope, and it just pulls out this giant spindle of mushrooms. It's really cool looking. I saw it done in a documentary one time, and it blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. Like, it legit blew my mind. I didn't even know what to say about it. I was like, damn. I didn't know that it worked like that. I had no clue whatsoever. I was like, Jesus, that's ooh, what's up with this little cave over here? So what is this? That's conglomerate. Okay, to increase your population, you got to put couples in double beds. I suppose that makes sense. People got to get their loving on. Let's slow that down. We'll go for some furniture. I'll probably go for a double bed. Takes 4 planks. How do I rotate this? Is there a way for me to... Ah, it's Q and E. Okay. I suppose I'll put it right there, since that's where I'm going to start building buildings. And then aside from that, we can do wooden walls. I wonder if it automatically places these inside of the places you want it to go. So we can only do soil walls right now. I thought that we could do wood walls, but maybe I've got to queue those up for crafting first. What are they making over here? Yeah, do some wooden walls. It looks like it takes 6 pieces for 2 logs. Okay. Yeah, that sounds alright. I mean, go ahead, make the order. Yeah, start banging out some walls so I can start putting people inside some houses and getting them a place to be. We've got people that are already hooking up. Apparently cuff season is upon us inside this little colony, so maybe we can make some stuff happen here. We're trying to craft drinks. We are trying to craft food. Is that like a blueberry muffin? What did you make? Like, so it says a forest mushroom simple meal. Okay, but I need you to not use my forest mushrooms, because when you use my forest mushrooms, I don't get to use those for other things. Did they already plant the tomatoes that we had going on? I see a couple little seeds down inside of there, little poo pile looking things. What is that, a blueberry? Okay, cool. And on top of that, they should be able to harvest this over here to get a few more seeds. It looks like he's got a fruit in his hand right there. This stuff every now and again gets going. That one's got fruit growing. I think the fruit gets a little bit larger on each one of them each time we want it to do something. And so all in all, I'm fairly happy with this little title. It takes a little bit more of a, because it's in 3 space, it takes a little bit more of a personal approach than Rimworld does, i.e. you'll be able to build upwards and make badass ultimate towers with defenses and stuff like that on them. I like that concept that they got going for them. It's basically Rimworld, but in 3D. And so if you ever wanted to actually build inside a Z-space and whatnot, you should be able to do that if you wanted to play Embark. I'm really hoping we can keep ourselves fed. Food has now become the other problem. I suppose I can go out and look for more stuff to harvest, but I'm just not seeing it. I don't see anything around here. I don't see a damn thing. It's a little bit dead out in this region. It could be better. I could send some people out to here to go get these if we get really desperate, and I suppose now would be the time to do that. So let's go ahead and we'll harvest plants over here, I guess. That one looks like the fruits are mature. Oh, yeah, we got a whole bunch of things we can take from over here, so absolutely do that. What is that? That's light foliage. So we're actually living on top of trees right now. Like, actually, no, that's grass. Is that foliage? What is that? It's lush grass. Okay, so it's much thicker. Do we have any new workshops, like a loom or anything like that? We've got a Masonry Workshop. Okay, we'll play around with that in a minute. I like that idea. I don't know what we can build out of stone. I assume things that are a little bit more impressive than what we've already got going on. What are these, wooden walls? Okay, so poor wooden walls. I doubt that we have the planks for that. And so on this side, we will order some more items. They are almost done with that. With the planks, it takes 8 wood. Make me 10 planks. And make sure we always maintain 10 of them, because planks seem like they're nice to have. And so she'll finish off on the walls right there. We've got some soil sitting around on that bottom side. We are going to have to kill some more trees pretty soon. And I'm sorry, trees. It's not personal. It's just you guys are dicks, all right? You guys are dicks. And so you got to go. Yeah, I'll probably do that right there. That looks good to me. Yup, you got to get them on the proper layer. But all in all, I'm happy with the way it controls. I'd like to see the topography be a little bit more realistic. I mean, they've got some interesting things inside of here as a geologist. So some areas, it looks like the water settles to bottom areas and kind of erodes things away. If you got standing pools of water on top of limestone for long periods of time, it'll make little pools of water like that. What is that? Limestone. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense right there. When water interacts with it, limestone is made out of... It's made out of calcium carbonate, and so if the water is even minorly acidic, it should start to leak out some of the constituents and whatnot. If you've never poured a big old glob of acid on top of a calcareous rock before, it's an experience. Just take a big old cup full of like hardcore acid and dump it on there. Ooh, that thing will be like, boom, and it'll go crazy. it's super badass. But this is Embark. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in. If you want to see more, be very vocal about it, and I will do my best to get that going for you. Hi to everybody, and I will see you next time. Oh, we got advanced workshops now, too, like the loom. Bye, everybody.